Welcome everyone, Rowdy here. It's been about 3 days since I've done a video, and I suppose it's time to do another one. So I've got a difficulty 12 video for you, and a couple of variants on this one. This one's called Seeing Spiders. Get it? Green Seer? Giant spider. Anyways, and I'm using Dervish. So let's take a look at the troops real quick. Everybody's familiar with Gorgotha, the 75% skull reduction tank and explodes gems cleanse. Green Seer does entangle a random enemy every time you cast it. Transform a selected mana color to green. And Giant Spider, transform a selected mana color to purple. These two kind of just trade back and forth a little bit. And the barrier to entry is an old event weapon, Hope's Crescent. If you don't have that, this team's not going to work for you, unfortunately. But anyways, it eliminates all armor from an enemy, deals damage. If the enemy's life is greater, it deals triple damage. And I'm using Dervish, so all monster allies get 2 to all skill points on 4 or 5 gem matches. And that's where you build up Hope's Crescent, by trading back and forth between Seer and Spider. So let us take a look. And then I have 2 variants that I have not tested, and I'm hoping someone will do that for me. You know, I don't have the motivation to just, test and test and test and test. Sometimes I just want to play and completely zone out. So when you're casting Giant Spider, if you can make a 4-5 match and you're not taking away green, that's for the best. And if you're, transforming a selected mana color to green, try not to take away purple if you don't have to. That way, they can kind of just keep feeding off each other as opposed to taking away everything. So now we're up to 61. So multiply that by 3, that's 183 damage. So that'll pretty much kill anything because it strips the armor before it does the damage. And let's see if we can make a match with green. We certainly can by taking away brown. And now we're up to, that would be 195. That's 25% skull reduction, but we should still be able to kill it. And I was incorrect there. And let's see if we can transform green into anything useful. We can take away all the brown, which we don't need, and go ahead and kill. And now we're just going to go ahead and do some Gorgotha magic, for the fact that both of those have less life than me, so I'm not going to be able to do triple damage. So boom, all done. It's kind of an interesting little team. It's not a team I thought. Somebody in my second guild posted this about probably 3-4 months ago, and I just have not had time to test it until recently. Well, I had time, I just didn't have the motivation. How's that? At least I'm being honest with you. So, do we want to fill Gorgotha, or what do we want to do? It's basically up to you. You can play this however you want. But now that we've got Green Seer filled, long as we keep making 4-5 matches, Hope's Crescent just keeps getting stronger. And let's just fill up Hope's Crescent and start taking out these bad guys. And they've pretty much stolen all my green, but I see a little bit here on brown. And I'm going to go ahead and take that. And that's, what, 177 damage it's doing now after stripping the armor. So we're going to be just fine. And purple without taking away green. Or I could just cast green. Sometimes that's easiest. So anyways, I should have a video for next week's preview tomorrow. I don't know when I'm going to get around to my next video, whether it's going to be a D12 or whether it's going to be something else. I'm not quite sure yet. So there's a couple fights. I'll do one more, and then I have a couple variants that I'll just describe real quick. In fact, I could do that right now. I'm kind of thinking that you could probably, just gonna fill up Gorgotha real quick, is put Finesse up here. Finesse has 50% skull reduction, and if you want to work on Stormcaller, that might not be a bad idea as well. I wouldn't be surprised if that works. Let's see, so that would do 159 damage, so I believe that was War Cleric. Goodbye, War Cleric. We'll miss you. And we'll do that. Hopefully we can get some more green on the board. And I thank you very much for all that yellow. I didn't get an extra turn, but I still appreciate it. But unfortunately, now I don't have any purple to work with here. And I don't want to take away green. And that would be the drawback of using Finesse here, is you don't have the mana gen up front. Same thing if you used Shaman class and Ferocity, which would also increase skill points on your weapon. And green. See, this is too much looking for extra turn matches for me. I don't normally do that. But anyways, that's enough fights to give you a good idea of how this team works and a couple different options. And thank you very much for watching. If that helped you or you had fun, throw me a like, and I will catch you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.